I left Mekong Guest House, Bird Resort. We have travelled 3 hours on a bus to Banlung, which is the very last place that we'll be in Cambodia. It's affectionately known as Red Earth because there's red dust everywhere. We've booked in with Mr Pov, we'll talk about him later. And we've just ordered some rice, like a beef stew that's come with a fried egg and green tomatoes. And this they describe as fried soup with vegetables. We don't know how you fry soup, but they have done.
Yeah, looks fried to me.
And how was Peter today?
Alright.
He's been bitten by a mosquito, so we're going to go buy some more repellent. Right, we're having a change of scene. We've come from the beautiful Mekong Bird Resort to Banlung, where it's the last place in Cambodia before we'll leave for Vietnam on Sunday. And we're stopping at a local man's house called Mr Pov, and he runs Bamboo House, which is where him and his family live. This is his wife and 3 children, and this is their house, and this is like the area where we're going to eat tonight. So this is kind of like the dining room, if you like. That room there is going to be occupied by 2 motorbikers that are arriving because I've just emailed them on booking.com because Mr Pov didn't know how to use the system. This is his like notice board. This room is where him, his wife and 3 children sleep, and then that's their toilet. This is our bedroom with this is our bed with our mosquito net, and that's like our rucksacks with all our gear. We've got our own bathroom. They call it a throne because it's not a squat toilet. The shower system is basically you throw a bucket of water over your head because the shower doesn't work because the water pump's broken because there's no money to fix it. When you brush your teeth, there's no sink, so you just have to spit it down that hole. And that's our soap in that little yellow container. Then out to kitchen. So he's got a guitar, and then this is the kitchen, and we're having a cookery lesson at 6 o'clock, and we're all going to eat together for 3 days. So this man is selling 2 things. He's selling the sugar cane, which he puts through this to make a sugar cane juice, and also all the different fruits. And yep, he slices the fruit up with ice, and he has, hey, what are you doing? He has the salt, sugar and chilli. He has all these different sauces, a bit like we put raspberry ripple on ice cream. Like I said, this is the last place that we're coming in Cambodia, and I'm just saying to Peter, from what we've seen so far, if this was the first place you'd come in Cambodia, I think it'd put you off forever. I don't think you want to eat anything, you won't want to go anywhere. It's absolutely filthy, dusty, hot. Got all these weird shops selling like, they're selling like mixes from packets of fish, okay, 3-in-1 coffee, to scourers, to garlic, fermented fish, fermenting salmon. I don't even want to say what went through my mind then. Some funny little dried fish. You come on to butchers, you've got some sort of rind off the cow maybe. You've got a pile of God knows what intestines covered in flies. You've got cow stomachs and tripe. You've got piles of what look like dog food. Dog food covered in flies, dripping into blood. We come to fish stall. Got mudfish, you said. Mudfish.
Like piranha.
These are still all thrashing around.
Teeth on them. Don't blow us.
We don't know if it's piranha. Some little fish, big fish, spring onions, eggs. We've got these that are cooked in ash so that it alters the pH balance, and they go all weird inside, like blood red, green and black and slimy. And then everybody's asleep in the hammocks. You don't want to be videoed. You do?
Nice rest.
Having a rest. Now his meat looks a lot better, I have to say. If I were buying some, I'd be buying off this chap. But look at this. Look at covered. Look at all this. God knows. You've got like a normal shop. Sausages. Everybody's got a hammock. And on it goes, and on it goes, and on it goes. So I'm hot, I'm dry. I don't know if I'm bemused. I don't know what I am at the minute.
Bemused.
Bemused.
Oh, demused.
I don't know what I am. We've just come across this as we're searching desperately for a drink. It's grinding coffee. He's put water and what looks like butter into it. I'm not right sure what he's making. There's lots and lots of balloons in there. Not sure what's going on. So we're on another dusty day trip, and the first thing he's showing us is Cashew Plantation. So that dangling there is a cashew. They go for $1.50 a kilo, and they come off the tree looking like this, and this is the nut, and it's sticky like honey. He says that you can only eat 1 or 2 raw. You've got to cook them because they stick in your throat and cause a problem. That's what he said.
This is a cashew nut plantation here. Like everything else, covered in dust. Bloody road. We just stopped off in a little village. So everyone's at work. They're all either picking cashew nuts or working in rubber plantations. And this thing over here, believe it or not, is the petrol station. This wooden thing. So you buy the petrol by the bottle, or they've got a bigger container at back.
You've got this like in everything. You see a white square everywhere. So all the green here is sugar cane. In the background, everything under the black nets, that's peppercorns. On the floor is manioc, which they grind up. Peter's just saying we had it in soup yesterday. And this is like a typical house. And then they're drying. We're not quite sure what this is, but they're drying it, and he said it's good for the stomach.
I think it's the bark off the manioc.
The bark of the manioc, he said it's good for stomach. Maybe it's used in medicine.
Yeah, it is. It's a medicine. Yeah. We're in the Waterfall Resort at Banlung, and as usual they like the loud music, and you can go for a ride on an elephant if you fancy it. But we've gone off elephant since Janice's last elephant injury. We've just seen this bloke here with a DJI drone. Pulls legs up so they don't get him away at camera. camera's stabilised on it as well so that you don't get any wobble with camera. And look how still it is there.
Yeah. One mistake though, it's an expensive mistake, isn't it?
Well, you can actually tell it where you want it to go and it'll do it itself. I mean, that's just stopped, isn't it? That?
Yeah.
They're a lot more sort of advanced than that thing that I've got. Yeah, clever bit of kit that.
You can drop it and then go straight in towards waterfall.
I've just come upon this vine here. It's a pretty strange thing. It's all in big knots on the floor, looped all over the place. Right, you've got this big one here, and Janice could sit on there and use it as a swing.
I was thinking that. Never mind.
Amazing bit of kit. Right, we've managed to get into the bottom of the waterfall now. Looks like it used to be a big cave. The top's dropped in. And then you've got quite a big bit that's shelved under there. You can actually get round the back of it. And Janice is going to have a look at walking round there. Oh, it's getting bloody worse.
There's two ways down to this waterfall. Both look equally steep. That one goes across, Peter. That's got a big bridge going across. I think we might go down that one.
Okay, yeah.
Peter's come up wibbly wobbly bridges. Hold on all the way, haven't you?
Yeah, because I couldn't walk straight looking through video. Try walking and looking at through video.
He's laughing at his feet and his trousers.
Oh no, they're right straight, aren't they?
So, the waterfalls are better than I thought they were going to be for dry season. He's just making it wobble. We've got bloody rubber plantations and all sorts round us.
Just up to the top at Waterfalls now. Janice is having a little scramble down here. And that's where it goes over down there. And we've got dragonflies flitting about all over the place. Nice spot.
Let's try and go across here. Whoop! Shine a light. Hit the bed. Oh my god. Got one way, one way, and the bridge, and then
We've just arrived at Yeklom, which is a sort of sacred lake, and it's actually a crater, and they think it might have been made by a meteorite hitting the ground 700,000 years ago. But it's a lovely place. We've got these jetties all the way around it. It's supposed to be perfectly round. There you go, it's got jungle all around it, and you can walk around it in about an hour. I'm just doing a bit of video on Janice here, and I don't know whether you can see this. Her neck is absolutely filthy. She's got big lines of black muck.
I had a shower this morning. Well, it weren't a shower, I threw a bucket of water over my head.
She's filthy. Just with all bloody dust. Right, okay.
Right, one thing left on agenda today. The driver's picking us up at 2:30. Is to lie in a hammock and drink beer.
Job done.
This is okay for Peter's knee. It's an activity that he can cope with, isn't it, Peter?
Yeah, I'm happy doing this.
And then he's going to email the doctor for physiotherapy. But it's a very nice, relaxing place. So it's our very last day in Cambodia today, and we've got a motorbike, a little scooter, and we've come to the Tompoon Indigenous cemetery, where they bury the dead and they bring them all the tools that they're going to need in afterlife. So if you're a fisherman, you get your fishing nets. If you're a farmer, you get your farming equipment. On top of all graves, there's aeroplanes and helicopters to take them to heaven. They've provided this person with a mosquito net. Some of them have even got mosquito spray. They've got takeaways in there. They've got washing powder, drinks. They've got everything they need for afterlife, a shopping bag and things to catch the fish. There's a photograph of each person. This lady's got her shopping basket, and she's got even money attached, real money, and they've also got pretend money. Quite an interesting place, but it's overgrown and there's a lot of mosquitoes, so we're not hanging around too long.
Barbecue.
Barbecue, what is it though?
This is a beef.
Beef.
Yeah.
The beef barbecue.
Beef barbecue.
He's getting very excited. He's been flicking his
Yeah,
French
it's
bread around.
local stock to selling on the way.
But it's on the motorbike.
Yeah, motorbike stock.
So do you have to pay this lady to use her charcoal?
Yeah, I have to pay for charcoal.
And whose beef is it, yours or hers? It's her beef, her barbecue.
Yeah,
but you're,
she's a seller. I am a buyer, but I can make my own barbecue.
So you pay her, but you cook it yourself?
Yeah, I cook myself like this.
He's an expert barbecuer. Oh, that's hot, hot, hot. He's happy now, he's got water, aren't you? He's just...
Mama, you want to try, Mama?
Yes, I'll try.
Okay, Wonderland.
Okay.
When you camping.
No,
it's a different one.
This is the best we call campfire. It's the best campfire.
So Mr Pov's made us a light because we've got a...
Electricity.
yeah, no electric. So he's made...
Mr Pov bamboo house very poor.
So he's made us a really nice
electricity.
nice light out of a beer can with part petrol and part water.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, brilliant idea.